The dull hum of fluorescent lights echoed through the sterile white hallway as Emily nervously approached the door labeled Dr. Harkness, M.D. She had been referred to this clinic by her regular physician for a mysterious ailment that had been plaguing her for weeks. The air inside the waiting room felt heavy, and an unsettling stillness hung in the atmosphere. As Emily stepped into the clinic, a receptionist with cold, unblinking eyes handed her a clipboard with forms to fill out. The questions seemed unusually personal, delving into the depths of her fears and anxieties. Uneasy, Emily completed the paperwork and handed it back, receiving only a curt nod in return. After what felt like an eternity, a nurse in a pristine white uniform ushered her into an examination room. The walls were adorned with peculiar symbols that seemed to shift when Emily's gaze lingered too long. Dr. Harkness, a tall and gaunt figure, entered with an air of indifference. He asked her routine questions, but his eyes betrayed a sinister gleam. The examination was more invasive than Emily had anticipated, and the atmosphere in the room grew increasingly oppressive. She could swear she heard distant whispers and faint, eerie melodies echoing through the clinic. As the examination continued, Emily's anxiety intensified. When she questioned Dr. Harkness about the bizarre symbols on the walls, he simply dismissed her concerns with a cryptic smile. The room seemed to warp and distort, and Emily felt a growing sense of dread. Suddenly, the lights flickered, casting the room into momentary darkness. When they came back on, Emily found herself alone in the room. Panicking, Emily stumbled out into the hallway, only to find it eerily deserted. The receptionist's desk was abandoned, and the clinic's once sterile environment now felt tainted and malevolent. As she rushed toward the exit, shadows seemed to grasp at her, whispering chilling secrets that sent shivers down her spine. She made it out onto the empty street. Emily ran as far away from the building as she could, not looking back, gasping for air. She was relieved to finally make it home. She locked the door behind her, seeking refuge from the nightmarish experience at the clinic. The unsettling events replayed in her mind, and she couldn't shake the feeling that something malevolent lingered. As she tried to calm herself, Emily decided to consult her regular physician the next day, hoping for answers about the strange clinic and its ominous staff. However, as the night wore on, sleep eluded her. Distorted images of shifting symbols and the cold, unblinking eyes of the receptionist haunted her dreams. The next morning, Emily hesitated before calling her physician. To her surprise, the clinic she had visited the day before didn't seem to exist. Frantically, she searched online, only to find no record of Dr. Harkness or the mysterious clinic. Dread settled in the pit of her stomach. Desperate for clarity, Emily contacted her regular physician, who expressed concern and confusion. According to her physician, there had been no referral, and they were unaware of any mysterious ailment plaguing Emily. Emily became consumed by an unrelenting paranoia. Every unexplained noise and fleeting shadow fueled her fear. As she spiraled into madness, Emily felt an inescapable conviction that the clinic and its eerie staff had branded her, leaving an indelible and malevolent stain etched onto the very fabric of her soul.